SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Now, SQL means Structured Query Language. It's actually a manipulative language, just a language for some manipulation and querying and just working with database and tables. So, let's say the SQL is a language, but the language itself will not just work. It needs an environment to work. So the environment is SSMS. There are other environments, and there are other ones which we can get the names of it, but this is the one we feel is convenient to use. So my SSMS has my SQL. The SQL is like the human being, then the SSMS is like the house. So the house contains the human. So now open this. So if you want to install, you have to install both the MySQL and the SSMS. It's just like how R. Look at this R here now. But I can't just work with R just like that. I will need R Studio to contain my R. See R here, for example, but I need an R Studio to work the R inside it. So this is it. I open this. It has been installed. So we open it here. So when that is open, you get stuff like this. It just pops up this way. Then you click connect. You click this connect. For those working with phone, your own is just direct. You not click anything. It's just direct like that. So when it opens this way. Like everything is just blank and empty. Everything is just blank. Then you see this thing called new query. Can you see it? This new query here. So you click it. Okay. So the new query opens up for you, and you can now start working on it. As I said, this is introduction to SQL. SQL means structured query language. Structured like structured, like a structure. Structured query language. That's the meaning of SQL. That is designed for managing and manipulating data in relational database management system. I know we did not do database. Database is a course on its own. Yes, which they normally teach before SQL. But the normal database is just like how you arrange things in an orderly way. That's what database is. Like arranging something in computer in an orderly way, like in a file form. Good. But those can just be scattered arrangements and not, you can't do a lot of manipulations with that. But SQL is also for database, but it's relational. It's used for relational database. And that's database has some relationships and easy manipulations like that. So anytime you see RDBMS, it means relational based management system. Let me write it because you might be coming across something like this. RDBMS, relational database management system. That's what SQL is used for. Okay, so it organizes data into structured tables. So when we are dealing with SQL, there are some basic SQL queries. Now, when you hear queries are things like Google. Now, for example, now you say I'm searching something in Google. That's the way queries are. Queries are like the search engine and for database, where you tell it, okay, I want this. You have a lot of things, right? You know, that's what Google is all about. Google simply fetches information for you. Like there are a lot of informations on the internet. There are a lot of information that you can't go one by one. So you just type maybe, I want to know about men. Then all of a sudden Google bring all the information about men to you. So it means it search out things. Now, database and tables can be complicated. And let's say you just need the highest salary of the company, and there are thousands and thousands of salaries. So what queries can do to you is that it will go just like Google and you fetch out what you want. So we have some basic queries. That's the search engine for SQL. We have some basic ones, and when we say basic ones, we mean the very foundational ones. Okay, what is the essence of queries in the first place? I just mentioned it, but let me say it again. Queries is like for retrieving, like a search engine. Okay, so in your different queries, we can have number one, we have select. Okay, what do you use select for? You use select to retrieve data from a database table. That's the essence of select, to get back a data from a database table. So that's what you use select to retrieve data okay from a database. So that's number one. We have select. Okay. And then if I say something like select star, it means I want to select everything. If I say select star, star shift H will give you star. Let's say I have a table called career, and I say select star career. What it will do to me is that it will give me everything inside that table. So it will give me with the names of everything at all inside that table. That's the meaning of that star. That star means give me everything. I can also say select all the names. So I can also use select instead of star now. Okay, this one, sorry, this should be select star from career. So here now I can have select star, not star now. I want the name. So maybe I've named something name. I can say select names, then from career. Okay, we are still going to do that, but I'm just showing you what the select is. Select, the purpose is that it retrieves data from a database table. Okay, now that is it. We also have the one called where. What is where? Of course, like in English now, you know what where is. Like I can say, go and get me all the money. Okay, or all the market where money is. So that's the way this one too is. The purpose is that it filters data based on conditions. You are given the conditions. Go and get me the ladies where you find beautiful ones. So you are given a condition. So this actually filters data based on condition. This way, right? It filters. So it gives you a certain condition for it. Okay. So for example, now I can say select name. Let's say salary is greater than 5,000. Let me give another example. Let's say select the name from table. Should we just name this in career now? Let's say set name, which means I have a column called name. I have a column in the table called name. Select name from what's the name of my table? The name of my table I named it career at that time. If I say select names from career, it will give me all the names under career. Let's say I have 2,000 names in that company called career. It will give me all the names because I did not give any condition. But if I say select names from career, where now you can now give your condition based on whatever you want to give. Among the names, we mentioned their country. I can say where country equal to USA. And where two quotes. But when using SQL, please, it's one quote, not two quotes. Take note of that, please, because you might run it and it will not work. So I have USA. Now check this again. Select names. The other time we just use select name from career, which will give us all the names of the people. This one will give you all the names of the people. This one will give you all the names. Every name there, it will give it to you. But this one will not give you all the names. This one will not give you all the names. It will only select name where country is USA. So if I have 5 people from USA in that organization, those are the 5 people it will return their names. By order by. It what? Sorts data in ascending or descending order. If you check, all these things that are marked blue means that they are used for some querying things in your SQL. The ones that are just marked black means they are not using them for anything. So you can see select is blue, from is blue, where is blue, data, it means there is something you can use data to do, on, where, order by, and all these things, in, and the rest. So This is saying order by. Order by, what does it do? It sorts data in ascending or descending order. So I can say select names from career, then I will be like order by, maybe that last name, order by salary. I hope you know you can order by salary. Let's say if the salary of people are 4,000, 5,000, 2,000. I have maybe 17,000. This is not ordered. So you can order by salary. You can say ascending order. So start from the smallest, going down to the biggest, or descending order from the biggest to the smallest. You can order by name. Let's say if the name of somebody is Abednego, it will come first. If the other name is Z, it will be last, and so on. So that's the use of order by. Okay. So I'm trying to give you all the foundations of it so that you know what we're into. It also has data types. There are data types and operations. Data types and operations. Just the way we have data types in Python, we also have data types here. Okay, and the data types are what? Integer, as usual. Integer, varchar. This varchar simply means variable character. And when you are using it, you use a bracket and put something. For example, varchar, now you want to put something inside. What are you putting inside? It means the number of words, the number of letters I want in the word. You can use 5, you can, of course, or you should put big thing, you can put 200. What it means is that if the letters you put are more than 200, it won't count again. So if you are dealing with people's names, you can use 30, because I don't think there's anybody's name that will be more than 30 letters, and so on. Except it's some of those Singapore names. So that's, we have integer, we have varchar, we have dates. Yes, these are data types. We have time. These are data types. Of course, date and time move together, right? We have decimal. When you are using decimal, you use this. See, if I have 10, if I have 5 now, and I have 2, let me explain. In decimal, this means that decimal 5 and 2. This is this kind of number. Let me give an example of that kind of number now. For decimal now, I'm giving an example for decimal. This would be like 564 568.18. This is the kind of decimal that will be 5,2. What it means is that the total number is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the number after the decimal point is 2, 1, 2. If that's clear, can you say clear?
Come again.
You say?
Yes, please come again. Take the line again.
Okay. Now for decimal, right?
Yeah.
Good. So this decimal 5,2. This is what it means. I have 5 numbers in total, like 5 numbers. I'm not talking of the numbers before the decimal point. I'm talking of the whole, every number there. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm less than 5, no problem, but it cannot be more than. Then this 2 means after the decimal point. Check how many numbers do I have after the decimal points?
Yeah, 2,
right?
Yeah.
So is it clear now?
Yes, clear.
All right. Okay. So we have different operations. Either so that's we have different operations in SQL. When we talk about operations in mathematics or whatever, we are talking about what we use to connect numbers to make it make sense. So in SQL we have, if you see this sign, what does it mean? Less than, right? Very good. Less than, okay. Greater than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. All these things you can use them, all of them. In, between, and so on.
So sorry,
like
sir.
In now. Yes.
Yeah, this greater than or this less than or greater than or equal to, the way you placing it, is that how it's supposed to be? Like, I was thinking it's having a form, or you just have to write it then with the equal sign in front or behind it.
Exactly. You can't write it the way they used to write it in maths.
Okay, okay.
So you write it this way, that greater than or equal to, like there is no symbol, like, you know that mathematics one, the greater than, then just put
Yes.
one stroke.
Yes.
But it's different here. So you put it this way, the less than sign, then equal to after it.
Okay.
So like this in now, let's suppose you want to use this in. See this place now, I say select name from career, where country. If I don't want to use this equal to now, maybe there are more than one country. I will say select name from career, where country in. Then I will now put USA, comma, maybe Nigeria or Mali, comma, as in as many as I want to. That's what that in does. Like instead of just one thing, because that equal to now should give you only one thing. If you want to manipulate equal to more than one, it means you have to be putting it one by one. Where country equal to USA or country equal to, like, you have to put it one by one like that, and that will not make sense. So don't worry, we'll reach that anyway. So let me not deviate. So this is it. These are the operations, and there are many of them. But these are the basic ones we'll be using. Okay. So by all means, try to make your operations as simple as possible. Now let's start. I'm sure all this has been captured in the video. So right now I want to clear them because I'm not supposed to be writing on this like this. So I want to clear them. Let's start something here now. I highlight everything and then I just clean. Okay. So if you want to create a table, you have to first of all create a database. Look at where my arrow is going. Can you see this thing? That's database. I'm clicking it to expand it so that I see all the database I've created so far. See, I've created some database. I've created a database called students. So if I want to create another database called student now, it will not allow me because it will tell me I already have a database called students. So I've created a database called players, called company, called this one. Database is like the warehouse that contains your tables. Yes. Database is not directly table. It's like the mother of table. It's like the container of tables. So it's where you put tables. It's where you store tables. So if you want to create table, you can't just create a table to be hanging. You have to create a database first, then put the table inside the database. So how do you create a database? So let's start right now. I want us to create a simple table in SQL using different things. So let's create. Let's give a name now. You write this, please. You can write it in capital letters, but my stuff is in. If you are seeing it in textbook or something, you'll be seeing them using capital letter. That does not mean if you use small letter, it will not work. So let's create database. So what do we want to call this database now? Let's call it. Okay, let me reduce my use of capital letter now. Okay, I want to create a database called Adamas. Please, if you finish this, put your your semicolon. Can you see that? If you run it without semicolon, it will not run. That is the way you end every SQL thing. This semicolon, very important. You see this semicolon, very important. Let me repeat again. This semicolon, very important. You must not forget it. So create database Adamas. Then you will come here, you will highlight it. You are going to highlight it. Highlight it. When you highlight, go straight to where you see this execute. You will highlight it first, go straight to where you see execute and click execute. It has created my database. Can you see it down here? Command completed successfully. Time of the command completion, look at it. The exact time is given. So database has been created. Okay. So if we now search our database, when I close and open data, you will see that this Adamas will be added. So I've created my database. Now let's create a table. Okay, but I want the data. I want every table I create now to be under Adamas. So I'm going to use this. use. Can you see they use tone blue? So it means it's part of the query stuff. Use what are we going to use now? Let's use the Adamas. I want to use Adamas to be, it was capital letter I named it, so use Adamas, which means that's where I want to keep my table, right? Good. It's not like if you just create a table, it will not work, but the table will be confused, and the table will be like, there are many databases, where should I enter? So you want it to be under Adamas, so you click use Adamas. Now let's create table. You create table the same way you create the database. Just write create table. Now when we want to create a table, pay attention here. I put my bracket, right? You can write everything there. You can be writing like this and this and this, but most times to make it orderly, just go down. That going down is not by force, but it's just you just want to make it orderly. So let's call the table something. What do we call this table now? You can call the table the same name if you wish, or Adama students. But let's keep it something simple. Let's name it Adamas with small letter. So I'm creating this table now. Table, let's say an identity number. Every student have a unique identity number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe up to 100. Now this identity number, I want to ask, what type of data type do you think it will have? I want somebody to answer me.
That should be identity number, should be integer or decimal. It should be integers.
Exactly. Identity number should be what? Integer, right?
Yes.
So if I'm naming something 1, 2, 3, 4, good. So this is the way you create table. You don't just create ID. If anything you put, you are going to put it with the corresponding data type. Let me come again. Anything you put inside your table, you are going to follow it up immediately with the corresponding data type. So ID is integer. So you either put it as int or integer. Please, both works. You can use it as int, you can use it as integer. So, and this ID, if you are creating a table in this SQL, it demands you to put one thing as a primary key. What is the meaning of primary key? What's the meaning of primary key? Primary key are the distinguishing factor of your table, like something that does not repeat. Let me say, as a student now, Darlington, as a student in your department, what is your primary key? What's that thing that you have that no students in that school has?
What I have that no student in the school has.
The what?
My ability to understand. My ability to understand and
No. I mean, like in terms of your name, your matric number, your department. Okay, yeah. What is that one thing that you have that no other student? Is the matric number, right?
Yeah, my matric number, my name. Name and surname.
Now, in fact, your name, somebody can have your name and surname. I've seen people that have the maybe Thomas Joseph. So name can be repeated, but the only thing that cannot be repeated is matric number. It can never be repeated, because even if somebody has maybe 515, as long as there's 2002 and the other is 2001, it means they are totally different.
Yeah.
Good. So it means if I'm doing a table of students, my primary key will be their matric number, because in this primary key, once you put repetition, the computer will reject it immediately. It will be like there is a repetition. Primary key is not supposed to have a repetition. Do you get it? So this ID number now will be our primary key. Yes, someone wants to ask?
No, I understand. I was answering. I understand.
Okay, all right. So ID should be an integer, and please name it primary key. The reason why you name it primary key is because if you repeat it immediately, it will reject it. Yes, but if you don't name it primary key, you can do a mistake of
it. Or it can be written half, int.
You say?
Must that integer be written full, or it can be written half?
No, you can leave it as int. Yes, right. For integer, you can write it fully, or you can write it as int. So both are accepted. Okay, so that's ID. I want to get the people's name. what will be our name? What is the data type for name?
Varchar.
Varchar, variable character. Please, anytime you see character, it means our numbers, like our sorry, I say numbers, our letters. So this is varchar, and you don't just write varchar like this. You back it up with something. Let's say for names now. Anyhow, they won't pass 50 combination of 50 letters. So you can name it 50. That 50, you can name it anything you want. It's not necessarily 50, please. Then let's say what else? Let's assume that we have a department. Department is also varchar, right?
Yes.
So this one says highest 20 because name of department should not be that long. So let's say salary. People are collecting salary or grade. Grade should be what?
That can be decimal.
Interest, since it has to do with number.
Yeah.
Decimal.
Do you know why it should be decimal and not integer?
No.
Like if you are calculating your GP now, so you know you can have 2.9.
Okay, yes.
So GP must not be 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be. So normally GP used to fall in three, like total of 3 numbers. Yes, because it's either like the maximum of GP is 5 now, and it used to be 2 decimal places. So GP can either be, let's say, something like 3.42. That's the way it used to appear, right? So this is it. Since we have numbers like this, 3.78, something like this. For GP, that's the way it used to appear, 2 decimal places. It means it's 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3. But after the 3 numbers, how many numbers after decimal points? 2. So it will be 3.2. Let me come again. The reason why it's 3 is because the total number is 3. 4, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So 3. Why is it 2 now? Because the decimal place after the decimal point is 2. 1, 2. So you see that? Good. So that's why it's like this. So when you reach the last thing, you can see here I put comma, comma, comma. The last thing, no need for comma again, just close the bracket.
Is that one comma
So
or
closing the bracket.
the formula for decimal in front in bracket? Is it comma or points?
The decimal place. Is it the decimal place?
Yes. That formula
I
in
can't
front
get
of the formula in front of decimal in bracket 3, 2. Is it 3.2 or 3.2? That formula.
3.2.
Because it's not clear here. I'm zooming to see it.
Okay, 3.2. 3.2. Exactly.
Yeah.
3.2. After that, close the general bracket and then put your semicolon. Don't forget this semicolon. Anything you want to close, this semicolon is like your closing. I finish. I want to close it. Good. So what did I just create now? I created a table. So highlight it and then click execute. Now you can see that you are not seeing anything, but it shows completed. If it rejects this table, you are going to see a red. But once you see completed, it means it worked. So I want to see this table that I just created now. Let's use our number 1 query. Let's use the number 1 query we just learned now. Oh yeah, select here. What's the name of my table? Adamas. Put your full column, your semicolon. Now highlight it. Good. Now check. Can you see that? ID, name, department, and grade. ID, name, department, and grade. Good. I want to insert values now. Let's insert values. Our table cannot be empty, right? So let's insert value into a tables. Okay. Let's begin to insert values. How do you insert values? You use the insert into function. Insert into. Let's go. I want to insert. If I want to insert everything, insert. What am I inserting into? I'm inserting into Adamas, right? Adamas is empty. I want to fill it. I want to insert. Insert into Adamas. Then you write your values. Insert into Adamas. You write values. So what are the values I want to name? I can name this thing one by one, but I can name it all at once. Okay, let's start with the one by one. ID. Let's say the first person is 1, comma. This second person, let's say is John. John. This is departments. Let's say maths. The grade, let's say 2 points. Have you noticed that for the letters I put my quotation mark, or for the numbers I don't need to put quotation mark? So that is it. You close, you highlight, and then you execute. Okay, one row is affected now. Now, if I want to check what I've done, I don't need to be typing this select every time. I just come to this select again, under this select, and then I execute it. So can you see that my table now has a value, right? Good. Now I want to do something similar. I say I can insert everything at once, but I want to do it gradually so that everybody will get it. I want to insert something similar here, but I want to insert only 2 things or 3 things in such a way that one will be a missing value. So let me copy this. I copy this. You simply do your Control C to copy, Control C. Then to paste, you do your Control V. Okay, I just want to manipulate this. Insert into Adamas, right? I want to put only 2 things. Now, this value that I just put is a direct form because I don't want to do this thing. But now I want to put only 3 things. Only 3 things. I want to put this. I want it to be like we have a missing department. This person, she is Esther. We don't know her department. Maybe the department messed up, they did not submit the listing, so we don't know the department. So I cannot just say insert into Adamas values because, of course, let me try it. See now, it will not work. Can you see? It's showing me red. When it shows this red, it means that something is wrong somewhere. So why is it that the first one worked and the second one is not working? Because if you have 4 values and they are in their proper position, it will insert directly. But this, I'm supposed to have 4 values, I'm having 3 values. So what do? I'm supposed to say insert into Adamas, then I will put what I will insert there. These 3 things that I have, I'm going to put them. Insert into Adamas, there are 3 things I'm supposed to insert. Let me check them again. There are 3 things I'm supposed to insert. This first one is called ID, right? I have my ID. The second one is what? I have the name. Name is still there. And the third one is what? What is missing? Department is missing, right? But grade is still there. The department that is missing, grade is there. So see what it's saying now. Insert into Adamas these 3 things: ID, name, grade. And what should you put as ID? Put 2. What should you put as name? Put Esther. What should you put as grade? Put let me change this. Put 4.46. Okay, so let's execute it now. So you can see that works. So we'll come back, select here. Can you see what it's giving us? It means that there is an ID, there is a name, there is a grade, but the department is null. Can you see how we get some of those null values that we worked on in Python and the rest? So That is it, because of some of these kind of missing values. Now, if you want to enter everything at once. Now, let me try something so that you see the effect of this. Let me still leave this as 1. John, let's call this one James. This one, let's say, is in English department. English. For the GP, I can just be changing small things. 3 points. This is not going to work. This one will not work. Let's see why it will not work. Now, you might not see this clearly now, but let me read it. It says violation of primary key constraints. Violation of primary key constraint cannot insert duplicate key in object. The duplicate key value is 1. You cannot have 2 primary key. That's the essence. That's why you named it of primary key. But once you change this now, it will now run. So I already have 1. I have 2. So let me call this 3. I want to name different in advance. Remember, I just use this for trial. So we insert this into this value. Come on. Comma. Control. Okay. So I want to put, let's say, 3 things. Let me put 3 things at once. 3 things at once. I already have this value. Let me just copy them and just be manipulating them gradually. Control C. Control V. Control V. Okay. I have 3 James English. This. I have the 4th one, number 4. Call this Ella. Let's say she's in, this one is in maths. Her GPA is 3.95. This one, let's say his listening is 5. Adam. This one is in Gem. Okay, and the GP is 4.05. So I've entered 3 things at once. You can even enter up to 10. So if I have this, I have 3 things, right? 3 things here. So let's highlight it and enter. Okay, so you can see executed. Now let's go back to our table and see. Okay, so this is it. Our table is set. We can now begin to work on things inside this table. You can see we've created a table now. That's a relational database. If you are still here, say I'm here.
I'm here.
All right. So if we say select all from this, it gives us all the values here. Now let's begin to do some things. Let's begin to have some query. The first one I just showed you now, select all from this. Remember, that's what we did, but you cannot just keep repeating it and repeating it. So once you have one, you can just go and keep running it there. Okay. Number 2, let's select the name and the departments. Let's select name and department of people. So remember I said the star is for selecting everything. Now don't select everything. Select name, comma, departments, from Damas. Select name and department, only name and department. Okay. So can you see what happens? It's giving us only the names and the department. If I want just the name of the people, I remove this department. You know, sometimes I can tell you I want only the names. Give me the names of all the people in this organization. So this is the names of all the people. you can say select the names of the people, then you can put order by. Okay. What should we order by now? We're ordering by name. If you put ascending order, descending order, can you see what happened? It just did ascending order automatically. It will do ascending order automatically, except if you want to change it, then you yourself will change it by this to descending. But it automatically does ascending order. So you can change it to descending. Select name from Adamas, order by name, descending. So it will give descending order now. So that's it. You can see that the John comes first now, and then this comes last. Okay. So that is it. You can select different things. Let's go back to the original table again because I want to get something from it. Now let's select all the people. Let's say we want to give an award, but we are giving the award to only people who have GP that is greater than 4. We want only people that have GP that is greater than 4. So let's get them now. We want to get the names and the departments. Yes. Okay. We are not interested in their name, right? Let's get their ID number, and the department of all the people that have 4 or more. So we say select ID, comma, department from Damas. Now we'll now use the other condition that I gave that time. And what is the condition? Conditional statement where grade is greater than or equal to 4. So we'll say 4 or above. So we use greater than or equal to 4. Yes. Where grade is greater than or equal to 4. I want all the ID number and the department of the student that have 4 and above. So we do select this where it is greater than or equal to 4. Good. You can see that it's only 2 people. The first person, okay, since we don't know this person's department, we only have ID. That would be ambiguous. It will be ambiguous. We know his ID number is 2, but we don't know his department, so the name can help us. So we include name here, ID, name, and department. Okay. So this is it. We know that it's Esther and she has ID 2. Then you go and check in maths department. Is there any Esther with ID 2? In chemistry, is there any Esther with ID 2? Until you locate her department. So this is it. Let me do another manipulation now. Let's say we want to get all the people with I'm coming. Let me get this so that I'll get what I'm doing. All the people with ID with grade more than 4, but somehow I want to favor this person, this Ella, in maths because she has 3.95, so she's close. So let's say I want to add her to the list. So I will get all the people that are greater than 4. I won't cheat them because they got that, but it's just that I want to add Ella to it. So I will still repeat this syntax, right? But I will add one thing to it. Good. I'm going to add just one thing to it. So all the people that got stuff 4 and above should be part of the list, or say or name equal to Ella. I'm sure that that's her name. Okay. Or if you are not sure of the name, you can say or ID number equal to 4. Since ID is more anyone anyway. So you can use ID or you can use Ella. So I have, this is what I want to do. I want to gift all the people that got 4 and above. But I can see that Ella is very close. So So I just want to include her. So all the people that got 4 and above are these ones. Or I'm adding Ella now. So she'll be part of it. So you can see that. Right? Good. So I want to see whether it will work with and my doubts. Let me see. Okay. It will not work with and because and is very sensitive. Like there's something about and. For example, now if you say good egg and bad egg, but it will return bad. But if it is or, it can choose only one for you. Like or is more selective. Yeah. So this is it. I am choosing Ella or the other people. So bring them all together. Yeah, and maybe last one for today.
Sorry, print
Let's
it
say
again.
which one?
Please print it again, this last command. This one with Ella.
Okay,
Execute.
execute. Yeah, that's it. That's the answer now. Esther, Esther had more than 4, right? Adam had more than 4, but Ella did not have more than 4, but she was included. So let's get all the let's arrange by salary. Let's get all the staff arranged by salary. Select from Adama. Then you can say order by. Now I want to start from the highest salary to the lowest. Will it be ascending or descending?
Ascending. Is that from the highest to the lowest? Descending.
Yes. It will be descending, right?
Mm.
So for descending, you will write descending. If it's ascending, you must not write it. So I want order by salary. Sorry, it's not salary rising now. It's order by grade. Order by grade. Oh, I'm not spelling this correctly. This is from. So you can see that now you can combine more than one order. You can combine more than one order because sometimes we can have people that have the same thing, but here we don't have any rhyming thing. What I mean is you can have okay, let me do this now. Let's say if I order by department. Supposing I order by department now. Order by department. Okay. Now you see I have the same thing here, maths. But I want the where there is repetition, the bigger one or the smaller one should come before the bigger one. Where there is repetition, the smaller one should come before the bigger one. Which means I've ordered by department now, but I want the smaller number to come before the bigger one. So I will now say an order by grade too. Let me copy this and put it down so that it will be different from this. Control C. For those that are just seeing this, it means you have a lot of practice to do because we just covered a lot of things this night. It means you have a lot of practice to do. All right. So we order by department, and we want to order by another thing, which is what?
Grade.
Grade. But in this grade now, I want it to be the smaller one should come first. So that should be descending, right? Is it descending or ascending, sir?
Yeah, the smaller one should come first. That's ascending.
That's ascending, right? Okay. So if it's ascending, I don't need to write it, but anyway, let's write it. You can write it ascending. So exactly. So that's ascending. And so you can see that it differentiated it. Where there is repetition, you just give it a little distinction. So this is just normal one here, and this is the other one where you order by 2 or more things. All right, I think we should stop here.